now it's really time to put this new carry-on to the test because I'm not packing just for 3 nights this time. I'm packing for 4 nights and 5 days. So that means I have to fit everything that I'm going to wear into this carry-on. And I thought it was a perfect opportunity to show you how I do it because so many people ask me how I only travel with a carry-on. And I'm also going to show you some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way since my last packing video. So I guess one disclaimer is that I usually fly United and sit in Economy Plus or business class. And that actually allows me 2 items. So I can do a suitcase and I can also do a duffel bag like this. So I've been kind of changing my personal item, the personal duffel bag that I bring. This is the latest one, this cream colored. I used to have a gray one like this. I was also using this Samsonite under the seat, which is good because it can also stack on top, but it doesn't hold as much as the duffel bag. And since I'm going for 4 nights and 5 days, I need as much space as I can get. One new thing that I'm using since my last packing video are packing cubes. And I never was a big believer in packing cubes because I thought they took up more space until Suited Nomad so kindly sent me some to try it, and now I'm hooked. I don't use them for everything, but they are great for like bathing suits, your lingerie, shoes, and just overall keeping yourself more organized, because then when you get to the resort, it's not as hard to unpack. I actually just take out all the cubes and I'm able to unpack so much more easily and quickly when I get into my room. Toiletries, I feel like I've tried everything as well. Last time I was doing the Ziploc baggies, and now I'm using these from Amazon. I like them because they're more sturdy. They come in a pack of 2 or 4, but I also like that they're longer so I can kind of organize things. So I have one for hair items, one for face items. This is all of my SPF and beach items. So I can just take it right out of my bag and put it into the beach bag when I get to the resort, and then I can use it like this all week. So one of my new favorite items that I'm traveling with is this electronic organizer. So we have so many different tech items that we're traveling with, right? So where do you put them all? And all of the other ones are a lot bigger. So I love the size of this one, and you can fit it really easy into your personal carry-on. Again, it's from Amazon, and it has our charging cords in it, our headphones, our charging bank, even has a little book light in it. And it has this new charging cord, which I'm excited about. One side is a USB, and then the other side has several different types of ports for the iPhone, and again, for like our charging bank. So it just keeps everything more organized, and it's really easy to find. I love the color. It has this little thing. It's really easy to find in your personal carry item. While I have this out, I want to show you another new item that I'm traveling with that I will never travel without again, and it's this magnetic wireless charging bank. So it attaches right to the back of your phone, and it can charge on the beach, at the pool, on the plane, and then you can recharge it at night, and it's been a lifesaver. Okay, but let's get packing. Let's see if everything is going to fit into this carry-on that I need for 4 nights. Okay, so if we remove the suitcase, you will see behind me, I have planned ahead all of the clothes that I am going to take. So if you've watched my other packing video, I always say planning is key to making sure that you do not overpack. So in case you didn't watch my other video, I just got this new carry-on from Level 8, and I went through all of the features. And it looks like it's going to be a really good carry-on, but we need to put it to the test by packing it, taking it with us on vacation. So let's see if it's going to fit everything that I need for 4 nights. Let's start with shoes because those tend to take up a lot of space, but you could also pare down pretty easily and save a lot of space. If you are going to a place like an all-inclusive resort where all you're going to do is going to be at the beach and the pool, maybe take a boat excursion and then at night go out, you could really get by with just packing one pair of shoes. Because you could wear your beach shoes on the plane and then pack your dress shoes in your suitcase. But if you are a shoe girl like me, you like to have options. So I always wear sneakers on the plane because sometimes I do like to work out when I'm on vacation or just have a comfortable option, especially when I'm traveling. My beach shoes I put in a separate packing cube along with my bathing suit and a cover up. And then I put that in my duffel bag because often when we get to the resort, our room is not ready, but we have access to the pool and the beach. So that way it's really accessible for me to change into when we get there. For dress shoes, I usually opt for something like this from Nine West that are flat, really easy to pack, fit almost anywhere, or something like this that has a really low heel. Now this last time I went a little bit overboard and I also packed these from Bear Traps because they're really easy to fold up or fit things inside of them. And I knew we were going to be taking a walking excursion and I wanted a walking sandal. I do use a packing cube when I pack my shoes because it is very easy to fill the empty space with bathing suits and undergarments so that you maximize the space that the shoes take up. I have all of my bathing suits and my shoes in here, and for a 4-night stay, I brought 4 bathing suits that I can wear 2 a day and then dry them overnight, wear 2 the next day, and then vice versa. One thing I would recommend is to cut off all the tags off everything that you need to before you go, because you can bring cuticle scissors onto the plane, so you can use those. But usually when you get to the resort, if you don't have the cuticle scissors, there's no way to cut them off. You have to rip them off. Okay, so since we're on bathing suits, let's do cover-ups. And I brought 3 different cover-ups, and those are going to go into here. Now I'm going to combine some of my other clothes with it. I do like to bring workout clothes. Not that I ever really work out, but just in case. So I will put that. And now I have this little space right here. So I'm not going to probably use a packing cube for that. I'm going to put my jackets. I put out 3 jackets, but I'm not going to bring 3 jackets. I don't need 3 jackets. I'm going to get rid of this one. And this is my SPF hoodie, which I will never travel without because you can use it on boat excursions or whatever. It's been a lifesaver. And then this is just a little jacket that I kind of will wear over dresses in here. But then you can see I still have room right here. So this is another instance where I'm not going to use a packing cube. I want to take advantage of all of that space, and it's a perfect space for the t-shirts that I'm going to bring. I'm bringing 5 t-shirts for a 4-night stay, and you can just roll them up and fit them in that space perfectly. And then you still have room to lay a few things flat. So this is where I save my pants. I always bring a few pair of pants and I just lay them flat and put them directly across everything I just packed. So we have one side all done, and I still have all of this room, which I'm very excited about. So this is all my underwear and socks and bras. So I use a packing cube for those. It keeps them all right there ready for me. This I'm going to use for all of my outfits at night. So I've laid out all of my outfits. And the nice thing about when you go someplace warm, a lot of the outfits are so easy to pack. So it's really easy to pack a lot of these things. I mean, look, they go really thin. This is an entire dress, but oh, forgot to cut off the tag. I've been stuck. But look, it's so easy to pack. So you want to find stuff that is easier to pack. If you really want to do a carry-on, you really do want to find the ones that are easier to pack. And all of the clothing, shoes, and travel gear that you see in this video, you can find on our Amazon storefront, which is linked in the description below. And it is a great way to support our channel because even if you click on that link, you don't have to buy the exact items. If you shop from Amazon, we still get credit, so it would mean the world to us. Other thing about the packing cubes is that they form into the space. So they're not rigid. They can really form into the suitcase. And then the last packing cube I'm going to use for my loungewear and nightwear. And you might want to leave the zipper open a little bit so the air can get out. So it's easier to really form it into those spaces. And I still have some room. I'm so excited. Now, this I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to fit because I'm doing a contracted photo shoot while I'm there. And those are the clothes that they want me to shoot. So now I'm going to have plenty of room for that, which is great. I'm going to utilize this extra space and even put some of my toiletries in here, which is going to be great because I usually don't have room for them. So I successfully was able to fit everything that I wanted to bring for this 4-night vacation, which was 2 pairs of shoes, 4 bathing suits, 3 cover-ups, 5 t-shirts, then my shorts and workout wear. I brought 2 pairs of pants, some night clothes, loungewear, and my undergarments. And then I even had room for some toiletries and then the clothes that I have to take photos in. But honestly, I even overpacked a little because you could get by with just packing 1 pair of shoes because remember, you're going to be wearing shoes on the plane as well. And then you really don't need 4 bathing suits. You could get by with 2. And then for cover-ups, you could even just get by with 1 cover-up. And I didn't really need two pairs of pants. I could have gotten by with one. And even for your outfits, you could wear something multiple times. No one's really paying attention to what you're wearing except for you. And you can even buy things to wear when you get there. And if you don't want to take them back or you don't have room for them, you can give them to one of the employees as a gift, which I've done before. Now, if you remember, if you watched it, this has a flap where you can put your computer. Another thing I loved about this carry-on were the zippers. I think they're very sturdy, but also that you could lock this front pocket that had my computer in it. And the other carry-ons that I've had that have this front pocket did not have the locking feature. One thing I want to mention about this duffel bag is I'm probably going to have to replace it because I learned during this trip that when it's packed really, really full, the back sleeve that's supposed to go over the handle of the suitcase did not fit. And I'm finding this with some of the newer suitcases, they're making the handles wider. And so they're not compatible with those sleeves that go in the back of the bag. So it's something to test out ahead of time if you really like this feature like I do. That's what I love about this specific duffel bag because you can fit so much into it and it still goes underneath the seat. So you're just going to put everything else that you could not fit into the suitcase into the bag. Any electronics, remaining toiletries, your makeup, jewelry, things that you need to access on the plane are all going to go into this bag. Now, as much as I love a really cute beach bag, they take up a lot of room to pack and they don't have nearly enough space to use as a personal carry-on item. I've been using this waterproof foldable one. It's not as cute as the straw beach bag, but it's very functional. And sometimes the resorts even have straw beach bags or a really cute beach bag that you can use in the room. I also love this foldable backpack that I recently found on Amazon. It's under $20. It folds up into this little pouch and it has two side pockets for waters, several pockets inside. It's perfect for excursions, but you could even use it for the beach and pool as well. But I almost forgot to talk about packing sunscreen. So many people ask me, if you only do a carry-on, how do you bring sunscreen? And I thought the answer was obvious, but what I'm realizing is a lot of people overthink packing sunscreen. And I know you don't want to get sunburned, so I get it's because you want to protect yourself. But really, if you're going to do a carry-on, you can either do trial sizes, which is what I do. So I do small sizes. And yes, they are, these are like $5 or $6 a piece. So if you need two or three of them, it can add up. Or you can just wait until you get there and buy it. So at the airport, it's usually around 25, $30. And at the resort, it's a little bit more. But again, don't overthink it. So maybe you're going to save $20 by getting your own sunscreen and putting it in a checked-in bag versus doing a carry-on with some trial sizes, paying a little bit more. You don't have to pay for a checked-in bag and you don't have to wait for your luggage when you arrive to the airport. So don't let sunscreen be the deciding factor whether or not you do a checked-in bag or a carry-on bag. And I know there's lots of other factors as well. I get comments that the airlines that they fly on do not allow the same carry-ons that I do. So that is a factor as well. Maybe you have to bring something on that you can only do in a checked-in bag. But when it comes to sunscreen, just don't let that be a factor because it's just not worth the stress to save $20, $30 on sunscreen to check in a bag when you can just get it when you get there. Really, the key to being able to take only a carry-on is to, one, plan, but also to keep it simple. And trust me, I'm a girl who loves shoes, who loves outfits, who loves jewelry, but I also love simplicity when I'm traveling. So that means I have to sacrifice a little bit. I can't bring as many shoes as I want or as many outfits as I like, and I have to find outfits that fold really easily. So it does take some planning, but I'm telling you, it is so worth it when you arrive to the airport and you don't have to sit there at the baggage claim waiting for your luggage to come out. And if you have any other packing tips that you want to share, please put them in the comments below. I have learned so many tips and tricks from you guys just in the comments, and I do respond to all comments and questions. And then make sure you check out the other packing video that I did. I actually did two because it goes into a little bit more detail. This was just a follow-up about some new things that I'm using and also about the new suitcase. And I will update you with the honest review if I think this is going to be my new carry-on or not. And here's the update because I'm back now from my trip to Cancun. And I've actually also used this on another trip recently. And I really do love this carry on. It is my favorite so far, mostly because of the wheels and how sturdy the handle is as well. Now, my only recommendation would be if you do not need to bring a computer, then I would opt to get one of their other carry ons because you do lose a little bit of space by having that front pocket. But for me, it's absolutely perfect. 8 gave me a coupon code that I can offer to our subscribers. So I will put that in the description below. It's 10% off. And I'm going to use it as well because I'm going to get one for my son. We're going on a trip at the end of this month. And I just love how it handled through the airport. It was so much easier than any other carry-on that I've used. And I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you are new to our channel, 3 Days and Tres Noches brings you honest, to the point travel reviews, tips, and information about the destinations that we go to and show you can have an amazing vacation in a really short amount of time. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.